morning, folks. Welcome back to Driving with Dan. Driving again. Try to do a quick topic here of Peter as the first pope. If you Google who was the first pope, Wikipedia, a few other sources, mostly Catholic-led, are going to bring up saying Peter was the first pope. Well, there's a big problem with this. One, I'm going to tell you, it's not true. Peter was no more the first pope as Paul was, or Thomas, or James, or any of the other apostles. Peter did preach at the Church of Rome, but he was in no way considered the pope or even the head of the church. None of the apostles were considered ahead of any church. And the proof to back this up, folks, is in the Vatican archives themselves. If Peter was the first pope, there would be many, or at least a few, papal decrees by Peter in the Vatican archives. There's nothing. There is nothing by Peter. I believe his actual letters from the New Testament might be in there. Maybe. Haven't been able to find it myself. But there's not a single papal decree by Peter, the Apostle Peter, in the Vatican archives. Nothing stating he was pope. Nothing written by him as pope or any other apostles. Peter taught at the Church of Rome. He was also killed in Rome. He was just like any of the other apostles. He went to different churches and he preached the Gospels, like what they all did to spread the word of God. He was no more, he may have been mentioned first and possibly spoke more for the group of apostles than many of the others, but there was no designated leader of the apostles. They weren't ranked 1 through 12. There was nothing like that. They all considered each other the same authority, same everything, because their authority was given to them by Jesus. There's no apostolic or apostolic succession through popes. None of these popes are even related to the apostles in any way. That would be pretty much impossible to have them go in and select a pope and know that they're genealogically connected to the apostles. That would take so much work. There is no actual proof besides what Wikipedia states, what the internet has been told to tell us by, mind you, man, and what the Catholic Church states is the truth on Peter being the first pope. It's all hearsay, every bit of it. Just like when they say, Jesus said Peter was the rock, his church will be built on. No, Jesus was straight, nothing but affirming Peter's belief. And Jesus is the rock that the church is built on. Anybody with this much common sense knows this. That it is Jesus, not Peter, not any mortal man. Jesus. You can look all you want, but you need to look in the proper places, and the Vatican archives would be a very important place to look for the succession of popes, and you're not going to find it in there. Nowhere. It's nothing but something done by a man to try to make the Catholic Church seem legitimate, which it is not. The Catholic Church wasn't even really established or legalized in the 300s and legalized in the 500s. The Apostolic Church was led by the apostles, all of them. And they all had the same hierarchy. They all had the same confirmation, the same leadership. They were all considered the same. No one greater than the other. So you really need to get this whole Pope thing. If you follow the Pope, you need to get it out of your head. The Pope is nothing but a man. He's not Jesus on earth. He has no pull with Jesus or anybody else. In fact, in many ways, his pull is with somebody else, if you really look at it. again on my Catholic friends. You know I love you all very much. I just pray your eyes are open. But there is no proof to Peter being a pope at all. None. Can't find it. If you got something, love to see it. Because in all my research, there's nothing stating Peter was a pope. Or any apostle for that matter. So, word of mouth is word of mouth. That's nothing more than hearsay, folks. Unless there's evidence to back it up, hearsay is just one man's opinion. I hope this helps at least get somebody looking. And if you look yourself, you're going to find more answers on other questions that you may have. So, keep that in mind. And if you find something, I would love to see it. But, I know I look pretty deep. And I wasn't able, and I know a lot of people better than myself have looked, and they couldn't find it either. So, good luck. Okay? I wish you good luck. And if you do find it, please tag me. Love y'all. Have a great day. God bless.